Hello everyone, welcome back to Horilla. In this video, let's talk about the onboarding module of Horilla. So in the previous video, we saw how to recruit an employee. So these recruited employees or the hired employees or simply the hired candidates can be found inside the onboarding. So this onboarding is a term which is used by the human resource people to refer to newly hired candidates and also to introduce these newly hired candidates to the organization. So onboarding is also an important part to introduce the job position as well as the job requirements to the newly hired candidates. So let's move forward to the onboarding module and see what else we can do inside the onboarding of Horilla. Okay guys, so next we have the module called the onboarding module. Okay, if you just take a look at the left side of your screen, you can just see the onboarding which is under the recruitment. Okay, so under onboarding, you have onboarding view as well as the candidate view. So if you just click on the onboarding view, this is what you see. Okay, you will see the different recruitments and you can see a count or a number corresponding to each of these recruitments. So what does this number indicate? It's nothing but the onboarding stage. So once you open the onboarding view of different recruitments, you have to make sure a stage is created inside that. So only after that you can view the hired employees under each of these recruitments. So currently I've opened Django developer. Okay. So these are the candidates which is under one stage. So only a single stage is created here. If you want to create a stage, what you have to do is click on this plus icon. And here you have to mention the title of the stage. So I'm putting the title as arrival and setting the manager. Okay. So after you provide every information, click on create here. Okay. So that's done. A new stage is created. Now, if you want to change the stage of any of these candidates, what you have to do is, here you have a section called stage. So click on that. There you have pre-arrival as well as arrival. So I'm putting demo into arrival. So as you can see, the stage have changed and he has come down. Okay. So I'll show you how these employees enter into these onboarding stages. Okay. So for that, you have to go to the candidate view and here you can see all the hired candidates. So here you have James, who is the latest hired candidate to the recruitment, which is Django developer. So I'm just checking this checkbox corresponding to the candidate whose name is James. And after you choose him, what you have to do is here on the top right corner, next to the create button, you have trigger onboarding. So click on that. What happens is that this person's onboarding has been triggered. Okay. An email will be sent to that person. So I'll show you the mail which is sent to the person. Okay. So let me refresh the mail. Okay. As you can see, a mail has come. Let's open that. And here we have a link. Okay. So this link was sent to the person. So this is actually a link where you can create a portal. Okay. This is actually a portal sent to the customer. So click on that and such a window appears. Okay. So here you can, create a password and confirm the password. So I'm putting the password. Okay. And let's confirm the password. Okay. So after you do that, click on the next step. So the password is common. You can put a different password. Okay. So let's see whether this password is okay. Okay, the password is set. Okay, now here you can see welcome aboard James and his mail ID and all is there. So we are in step 2. Okay, so let's click next step. Here you have to set the profile details of that person. So the name and phone and all is auto-populated because we have provided this while the time of recruitment itself. Now if you want to specify any last name, you can specify here. So I'm putting James as James Bond. Okay. And let's provide an address for James. So I put ABC Villas. And you have the option to select the country. So I'm selecting the country as American Samoa. And you can select the state from here. And the zip code can be provided here. Okay. Now here you have the option to provide the date of birth of the person. So I'm choosing the date of birth here. So let's add the date of birth. A date is specified. Then you have the option to add the gender. So here you have the option to add the gender. Then you have to provide the qualification of the person. So I'll put the qualification as MBA, which is the master's. And here you can provide the experience. So experience, I'm putting it as 3 years. And the marital status of this person, you can give single, married or divorced, whatever it is. Then number of children. So no children for this person. So I'm putting it as 0. And emergency contact number has to be provided here. So I'm providing a number. Okay. And emergency contact name. So I'm putting the name as Mark. Okay. So if you want to provide the emergency contact relation, you can give that also, which is brother. And I'm clicking on next step. So we've provided everything. Okay. Now what you have to do is, that is the final step, is to provide the bank details. So here you have to give the bank name. So I'm giving the bank name as New Bank. The account number has to be specified here. So I'm giving a number here. And the branch of the bank, which is the main branch. Address of the bank, which is at Pleasant Hill or something. Okay, sorry. And then here you have the country. So I'm choosing the country where the bank belongs to, the state, the city. So I'm putting the city as Pleasant, and the bank code. Okay, so we have bank code 1 as well as bank code 2. So after that, the final thing is to finish onboarding. So I'm clicking on finish onboarding. Okay, so employee bank details created successfully. A message has come here. Now you can see a message called welcome aboard. So here's the welcome message and all. And you have the next step here. So once you click that, here is the portal for James. So which is the employee which was hired right now. Okay, you can see his dashboard, the employees. See, here you have his profile. Okay, and you can see the leave, the team, the timesheet, everything updated by this person. So this is basically his profile, his portal, where he can see all the details corresponding to himself. Okay, so you have the shift request and all. Then you have the attendance, the leave, the PMS, and the assets. Okay, so these are the things which you can see while a person onboards, that is the onboarding is completed for a person, and when he enters to his portal. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's go back to the onboarding. So that was the portal which was provided for the hired candidate. Okay, a mail was sent to him while the onboarding was triggered. Okay, so we've entered to the portal of that particular candidate and see what all things we could perform inside that. Okay, so that's the candidate view. So here you have the candidate view. Inside the candidate view of the onboarding, you have all the hired candidates. Okay, so here you have the option to search. Okay, you can search for data, and also you can filter and take the data. Okay, so you can apply the candidate filter. So whatever it is, the recruitment, job position, joining date, joining till, everything can be mentioned here. And then you can filter and the result will be, shown here in the screen. Now, trigger onboarding is what we saw already. And then if you want to create one, you can simply click on create. Okay, so you can give the name of the candidates, that is the details of the candidates, and that will be added to the candidate view of the onboarding. So here let's add a new person. So I'm adding Tom. Okay. And the recruitment to which Tom is applying to. So I'll put Django developer itself. And you have to specify a mail and the mobile number. Okay. So also provide a joining date as well as the gender. Okay. So after specifying it, click on create. Okay. So you have to choose a profile picture. I'll open this one and then create. So here you can see a candidate named Tom is created under hired candidate. So through this method, you can directly add the hired candidate into the onboarding. Okay. So that's the candidate view inside onboarding. Now you have the onboarding view. Okay. Let's talk about the onboarding view in detail. So I've already told that for each recruitment, stages are required. Okay, so stages are required, and you can put the candidates under each stages. You can just change the stage of the candidates and so on. So here you have a thing called actions. Okay, so which is called the stage actions. If you click on the actions, you have two options, which is to edit as well as delete. So if you click on delete, the stage will be deleted. So if you want to edit it, click on the edit section here, and you can change the name if you want. That is, the stage title can be changed, and as well as you have the manager, you can also change the manager. Okay, and after changing, that is after making the edits, you can simply update it from here. Okay, so that's the stage actions. Okay, now you have one more thing, which is the candidate onboarding task. Okay, so we've talked about the onboarding stage. Okay, you can update the onboarding stage from here, and also you have the onboarding task. So under each stage, for each candidate, you can add task. So if you take the stage which is pre-arrival, you have two candidates, which is John and James. Now here next to stage, you have an option called task. Click on the task there, and here you can add a task title. So I'm putting the task as laptop distribution, and I'll add a manager for this and click on apply. Okay, so as you can see, for this particular recruitment, for each stage, this task has been added, which is laptop distribution. Okay, so that's a task. Now you have three stages for the task, which is ongoing, stuck, and done. So what is the status of the task for each employee? For each candidate that can be specified here. So for the candidate John, I'm putting it as ongoing. And if it's done, you can put it as done. Okay, and if it's in stuck stage, you can mention that as well. So that's the task. Okay, you can add tasks from there. And if you just click on these three dots here, you have the option to edit as well as the delete option. Okay, so if you delete it, this task will be deleted. And if you want to edit it, click on that, change the data, and then you can simply update it. So I'll show you how to delete it. So here you have delete, click on delete and click on confirm here. So yes, the task has been deleted. So if you want to create a task inside a stage, it's very simple. You can simply click on the task button here and mention the needed things. Okay, so that's how you create a task. Okay, that was all about the onboarding process. I hope it's clear for you all. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.